Yeah, that's right. Master rank Kulve is here, and thankfully it's not one of those really annoying siege things with RNG frigging weapons. It is literally a straight up fight. However, just for those that aren't in the know, solo this thing has 54,000 health, and in 4-player it's 108,000. That's right. To date, this is the largest health pool in the game thus far. And yeah. However, I have found a neat little trick. If you are in a 4-man team, make sure one of them has a Pierce heavy bowgun without using weakness exploit. The moment she turns molten, that Pierce heavy bowgun will turn that 108,000 health down to 0. Yeah, it completely evaporates her. It's quite funny. I've tried using elemental heavy bowgun, not too good. Charge blade is pretty good, but you've got to be all over your guard points because she hits damn hard. Switch axe, if you're over your iframes, will do some serious consistent DPS and just generally melt her as well. And dual blades are another notable weapon. These are very, very good. However, as you can see in the footage, it is quite clear that light bowgun still is the king of Kulve Taroth, at least in this stage. Now, for those that haven't tried it yet, you start off in the second phase, as it were, from the old high rank. So you no longer have to do that weird chasing around. And once you've done enough damage to her, as you just saw, she will release pretty much quite quickly. I've sped up the footage, but that was literally about 4 or 5 minutes, and she just has enough and releases. Now it does seem to be, although you don't have to break parts to get points, to get better rewards, bloody blah, you will have to break parts just to keep her attention. Otherwise she gets bored of you shooting her in the face and she legs it. So yeah, although I wouldn't say part break it is a requirement because you don't have to consistently break parts, getting the occasional part break is definitely going to help just to keep her attention and keep her in the fight. Overall, it's not too bad. She does do some hefty damage. I'm bravely using Rocksteady Mantle here in an attempt to just, I don't know, show off some switch axe. But generally wouldn't recommend it. Her AoEs are a lot larger and they come a lot quicker, as well as doing a lot more damage. If you are a charged blade, you can block these if you have shield up, which is weird. You can block being sat in lava. Interesting. Same with Lance. Overall though, it's an alright fight. She doesn't really do anything too drastic in the first 2 phases, but when she gets to the 3rd phase, all bets are off. She goes mental. She has a body slam. She laser beams the friggin' roof and it all falls down in a glorious molten golden mess. Yeah, she is an absolute fruitcake. Now, despite the fact that she is completely soloable, not too difficult if I do say so myself, if you are running in a group, I would recommend having at least 2 range users because she does what I like to call doing a Luna, which is bouncing around between all 4 players individually. Literally just runs over to one of them, boops them, and then pisses off to the next one. This basically causes all of your melee players to run around in a circle for God knows how long. Having ranged players means that you can at least keep up some relevantly decent DPS. And I would love to go all over the weapons and showcase what I've got so far. I've tried to just stick with the prominent ones that I really enjoy, the heavy bowguns, some of the light bowguns, and I did look at the Kiar Strong Arm Ice. Now, preliminary math does show that this will be roughly 6% better than the Beartotus, so we do have a new ice meta charge blade potentially. However, it all does depend on what skills we can fit with it, because decoration slots are a thing. It's only got a level 1, whereas the Beartotus obviously has a few more. However, the armor on the other hand, there's a meme here somewhere. I swear there's a meme. It's probably that disappointed one. Anyway, we're going to ignore the free element ammo up charm because that's the charm I've got on. As you can see, the individual pieces have been going past on screen. Overall though, the set gives us crit boost 3, peak performance 3, wide range 3, 3 mil, secret level 3 and speed eating. The interesting part with this set though, which I don't actually mind, is the 2-piece can be triggered by using one of the Taroth weapons. Not the Kjar. Taroth weapon will trigger the 2-piece. Now for the beta armor, again we're going to ignore the 3 element ammo up because that is my charm. We have crit boost 3, speed eating 3, peak performance 2 and 3 mil level 3. Now there is a lot more slot efficiency in this, so I could potentially see 1 or 2 pieces working their way into the meta, not because of the skills they particularly have, but because of the slot efficiency. And I swear to God, this whole overpowered looking boots thing has got to stop. We first got Garuga with Crit Eye 2, a level 4 deco and 2 level 2s. We then got Brachydium with Weakness Exploit 2, a level 4 and 2 level 1s. And now we've got Kulve Taroth with Crit Boost 2, two level 1s and a level 4. Now the way in which the weapon upgrade works is quite simply, well, you upgrade it, similar to how the upgrades of the Safi weapons do. There is a certain point system, and once you hit 1 level, it will upgrade to Rarity 12, upgrading your stats. But you might notice there's still 3 upgrades remaining. So you can get your level 12, which relay to augment them and such, as well as custom upgrades. That's another interesting thing about these Rarity 12 weapons, as they have custom upgrades. But you can keep pushing in more materials until they hit the max, and they obviously do become quite a bit more powerful. Now at base, before augments or even custom upgrades, they aren't particularly that good, but once you upgrade them through either augments, I'm using a bow here because that's going to be one of the most prominent things we're going to be looking at, so we're going to whack a load of element on that, and after we've done that we're going to go into our custom upgrades and have a look in there. Once we put a load of more element onto this, it does nearly become pretty damn viable. And I say nearly simply because although it has got critical element already on it, and I do believe that the ice variant at least will outdamage the Safi at base, it is all dependent on the build, and does true critical element overshadow it. Anyway, that is me. Thanks very much for watching. Have fun, good luck, and don't die.